All right, y'all, we're going to diagnose this Boudoir Facebook ad, see if we believe it has BLCS, aka Boudoir low click syndrome. So, Boudoir low click syndrome, BLCS, is when the unique CTR all of our Boudoir Facebook ads is under 6%. That means fewer than 6 out of 100 women are clicking somewhere on our Boudoir Facebook ad, which means our ad is entering fewer than 6 out of 100 women's brains, which means fewer than 6 out of 100 women that see our Boudoir Facebook ad actually have a chance of buying from us. Everyone else is scrolling right on by, scrolling right on by, scrolling right on by. So we actually need to increase this number as high as possible. But 6% is the minimum. Anything below 6%, we got a big problem. Every Boudoir Facebook ad can be above 6% unique CTRL. And a unique CTRL under 6% is not normal. Extremely common, most common thing I've seen, but it's not normal. Is actually the symptom of a deeper root cause. So everyone accepts this as normal, but it's not normal. Now, those deeper root cause are the 3 pre-click mistakes. We'll talk more about those near the end. We also know that a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with BLCS is a Boudoir low-click advertiser, a BLCA. So we got our universe taking shape here. We got a BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. Good thing though, because we have figured out that BLCS is treated with Boudoir pre-click optimization, aka Boudoir Pico, and treatment takes about a week. So the best part is, we invented this, so we actually know that, we've already done this a bunch, and basically we duplicate the original ad and we treat that duplicate. We leave the original ad as it is, we treat the duplicate and treat it for a week, and then we keep whichever one running has the best metrics, and it's has always been the Boudoir Pico has the best metrics. Now, once treated with Boudoir Pico, we now have pre-click alignment, PCA. So we go from the 3 pre-click mistakes, we solve those, we now achieve pre-click alignment. And pre-click alignment activates Boudoir brain entry boost in our Boudoir Facebook ads. Basically, we finally got our unique CTR all above 6%. And a Boudoir Facebook advertiser with Boudoir brain entry boost is a dominant Boudoir advertiser, a DBA. So this is our full universe here. A BLCA with BLCS is caused by the 3 pre-click mistakes. No problem though, we saw the Boudoir Pico, it takes about a week. We achieve pre-click alignment and we become dominant Boudoir advertisers with Boudoir brain entry boost. So my residency doing this, went out, found some Boudoir Facebook ads out in the wild, brought them back to my hospital. First one, tested, ran it, found its unique CTR all was 4.3%. So under 6%, we know that BLCS is present. Boudoir low click syndrome, unique CTR all under 6%. So that's fine. We'll treat it with Boudoir Pico. That's exactly what this was made for. And we got the unique CTR all up to 6.88%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was actually wasting 37% of ad spend. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on Boudoir on that original Boudoir Facebook ad, now they only need to spend 6,300 bucks a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get it into the same number of women's brains. That's the magic of Boudoir Pico. So at 3,700 bucks a month that they decrease their ad spend by, they no longer have to spend it. Before it was just being given to the Zuck with no benefit at all. So now they can keep it in their pocket. So they're like a $3,700 phantom bonus every single month because they no longer have to spend that Boudoir. They no longer have to spend it. And, at the end of 12 months, it's like a 40K bonus for literally no effort. No need to service any clients, nothing. Next, we got second part of my residency is found the second one, tested it, unique CTR at 1.39%. So we found out the BLCS was present. So unique CTR under 6% means BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. And so what we had to do was treat it with Boudoir Pico, takes about a week, got the unique CTR all back up or got it up to 9.13%. So we found out the original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 84% of ad spend. So if they're spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, now they only need to spend 1.6 grand a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get it into the same number of women's brains. Awesome gains from Boudoir Pico. And the 8,400 bucks a month difference, they don't spend it. They simply capture it. They keep it. They keep it as like a private bonus, a phantom bonus, a phantom profit. It simply comes from not spending the ad, wasting that ad money. That was all wasted using the previous Boudoir face. We got 100% of that was wasted. So, 8,400 bucks a month back in their pocket by not having to spend it. That's like 100 grand over the next year, over the next 12 months. All right, next we got next had a patient saw his Boudoir Facebook ad. Unique CTRL is 5.03%. Okay, under 6%. Unique CTRL under 6%. We know that BLCS is present, Boudoir low click syndrome. And so we actually treated it with Boudoir Pico, got the unique CTRL up to 15.35%. So we found his original Boudoir Facebook ad was wasting 67% of ad spend. So if he was spending 10 grand a month on the original Boudoir Facebook ad, then he now only needs to spend 3,300 bucks a month on the Boudoir Pico treated ad to get it into the same number of women's brains. So that's 6,700 bucks a month he saves. He no longer has to spend that. That's the difference. That's like a $6,700 bonus every single month. So after a year, after 12 months, it's like an 80K bonus. So from our data, our testing, our real world results, the average Boudoir Facebook ad with BLCS is wasting about 50% of its ad spend, going straight to the Zuck, not doing anything for the Boudoir Facebook or the Boudoir photographer. I mean, look at these numbers: wasting 37%, wasting 84%, wasting 67%. I mean, average them up, the average price somewhere in there, 50 to 60%. So if they're spending, 10 grand a month on Boudoir Facebook ads, then, approximately 5K every single month is being wasted. That's month over month over month. And, we can eliminate that, put that 5K approximately back into the Boudoir photographer's pocket, and actually, so it's approximately 60K over, the next 12 months. So now we're gonna diagnose this Boudoir Facebook ad, see if we believe it has a, see if we believe it has has BLCS or not. So first thing we're looking at, we got below creative cluster down here. The below creative cluster mistake. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is that we believe that we're trusting that what Facebook tells us we should fill out when setting up our ad is actually the best thing for us to fill out. But no, that's a mistake. It's the worst thing to do for us. It's the best thing for us to do for Facebook. Because the consequences of us doing this are we get way more women scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ad, pulls our unique CTRL under 6%, increases the probability we have BLCS, and Facebook, since more women scrolling by our Facebook ads per unit time, Facebook's able to serve more ads per unit time, making more money per unit time while we waste more money per unit time. We never, ever want to follow anything Facebook recommends for us. It's recommended us because it's good for Facebook. Next, looking at the photo here, the creative. We got enter to win a Boudoir session. All right. Yep. So we got words. So mistake here. We got the looks like an ad mistake. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is we falsely believe that making our ad look like an ad is a smart play. And it's the number one way to bring in buyers. And the false belief that causes us to make this mistake is looking around all the other Boudoir Facebook ads. We see out there everyone else looking like ads. Their ads look like ads. And guess what? Every other Boudoir Facebook ad I have seen the back end metrics for or tested myself, 100% have had BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, unique CTRL under 6%. It's because everyone's making the same mistakes as everyone else. Everyone. So, doing this mistake, we're causing more women to scroll by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary, pulling our unique CTRL under 6%, our um, increasing our probability of BLCS Boudoir low click syndrome. Finally, we got the see more headline. First 2 3/4 lines Facebook mobile newsfeed before it gets cut off with ... See more. Women within 50 miles of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. We know we have free boudoir experience at our Fond du Lac studio. All right, so we got literally one point of context here. So the mistake I'm seeing is the lack of context mistake. The false belief that caused us to make this mistake is that we falsely believe that we're providing enough context for the optimized amount of women, of the correct women to come through, click somewhere on our ad so our ad gets into their brain. And we're not doing that. We're not accomplishing that. So the consequence is we're going to have way more women scrolling by our Boudoir Facebook ad than necessary. And as a result, we are actually going to, as a result, we're actually going to it's going to pull our unique CTRL under 6%, but yeah, under 6%, increase the probability we have BLCS, Boudoir low click syndrome, and it's going to be wasting our buckaroos. So after looking at all these things, so I believe this Boudoir Facebook ad has a unique CTRL under 6%, aka has BLCS, has Boudoir low click syndrome. Yes, I do. I believe this, showing all the signs of Boudoir low click syndrome. So if you're a BLCA with BLCS, so if you're a Boudoir low click advertiser with Boudoir low click syndrome, and you've decided you want to optimize, pull more profit out of this part of your business, and you're spending more than 10 grand a month in Boudoir Facebook ads, so that means on average about 50% or about 5K is being wasted every single month, and you want that back in your pocket, that'd be approximately 60K over the next 12 months, over the next year. And you're optimizing all the other parts of your business, pulling money out now. You decide you're ready to finally pull it out of this part of the business because you see more women joining. Seems like anytime anyone gets a new phone, you got more boudoir photography. A new Google My Business profile pops up, or anytime someone gets a new camera, there's more posts in the mom groups for the $50 shoots. So the market is becoming more saturated. Inflation's hitting harder. You want to pull more money out of the business, make it more efficient, and you want to achieve pre-click alignment, become a dominant boudoir advertiser, activate Boudoir brain entry boost, and be on your way to becoming the #1 boudoir photographer in your city. Then shoot me a DM when I open for new patient intake. New patient intake is currently closed. But when it opens, shoot me a DM and we will see if you qualify.